Self-defense technique, we're going to cover a spear elbow. So call it spear elbow because literally that's what it is. You've got your elbow and it is spearing forward. So it's not a cover block. So we all know if you watch YouTube or anything else from there, we all know that haymaker punches, swinging left or right, doesn't matter which arm it is, or continuous the same one. So what we want to do is with our flinch response, we want to have a way that one, we can cover our head to protect ourselves, and two, how we can get inside that range, and then obviously from there we can immediately start attacking. With the spear elbow, your defense is straight away your attack. So from there, what it looks like is from here, is what you're doing is you're covering the head, so it looks like a cover, and then you're moving in with the tip of the elbow and you're moving in and striking. And this can be done off the same lead leg, or it can be done from there almost like a V-step. So if this is swinging round, we can go off the opposite leg and come in. It doesn't really matter which leg, whether you're stepping in with it, whether you're shuffling in with it, whether you're here with it. It doesn't really matter what you do with it. Now for the cover up, we don't want to be from here. Imagine there's a big swinging punch coming around. So from there, I don't want from here, when this punch is coming and the fist is coming, I don't want to start trying to cover this. Okay, from there, and then wanting to move in. Even for covering, what is quicker? Is it quicker from here to just cover my head for a punch, or is it quicker for me to move my head? It's going to be quicker for me to move my head, but obviously your flinch is going to kick in. You know, especially if you're taking off guard. If you're taking off guard, that, you know, that's what they call like the sucker punch, meaning you were speaking to somebody, bang, you didn't expect it and you took a shot. Now you've got to react and cover. From there, if you're already in an argument with somebody and you're here and you're sensing it's going to kick off, you're looking for tells, whether they're moving your fence, whether you figure now it's time to preemptive strike, or from there, whether you see a twitch motion and go. So from here, your hands are already up, your chin's already tucked down, and you're already halfway to your cover. So from there, when you're halfway to the cover, what you want to do is you want to bring your head inside the line. So if I'm swinging a punch, don't keep your head there, move your head into there. So then if it was swinging, see, I'm taking it there now. So what's going to happen is, it says from there, I'm going to make the cover shape, but I'm going to bring my head to my hand. And then I finish it off with the rest of the motion of movement. If I was doing it off the other side from there, I'd be checking and covering, I'd be moving in, but I'm moving my head in, okay, and then covering anything that needs to be covered here with this other hand, or covering against the body, pushing them off balance and spiking with the elbow. So from there, if you notice with here, my head is going to it, instead of me pulling back and then going in. So that's kind of like a key point in a key area. There's nothing wrong with this if you're in close, cover, kind of like you're on the back wall, you're just like, oh shit, that's fine. But when you've got the range to be able to move inside, bang, okay? This target area can be anywhere. It depends on how vicious you want to be and how severe the attack is. So from there, this can go straight to the solar plexus, bang. This can go straight into the shoulder joint, bang, stopping the momentum. Here, this can go straight to the throat, direct, or it can go straight to the face, direct. It also depends on how tall you are. So if you've got a lot taller person whacking down from here, then obviously this body is a greater target area. You're worried about getting hit. It's going to make more sense for you to do that than trying to get to the throat area. From here, you know, you can step straight forward and go straight, spiking into the throat. What happens with spear elbows when they get hit, it's not going to stop the fight. It's going to be like running into a pole. It's going to be like, ooh, and it's going to really hurt and stop their momentum moving forward. So if they're swinging, it's halting it for a split second. Then it's up to you now to follow on with your other tools. So from here, whether you're here, grabbing a hold, shoulder barge, hit, elbow, knee, you know, whether it's from there, whether you're in, grab, hitting, you know, it's completely up to you what you're doing from that point. Hey, depending on obviously how close you are and what has happened and whether you're grappling or striking. Okay, from there. So from here, it's just literally just spear elbow, flying straight in on either side. Now you've got options you can do with your hands. You can just do this. From here, you make a spear shape, and this hand covers anything that's coming forward at you, and it can monitor the shoulder or the other arm. Or you can simply just grab your wrist, and from there just make a shell. So from here you just cover up, bang, and just move straight inside from there. Make sure that the arm is nice and tight against your head and that your hand is on your occiput, which is at the back of the head here, to make sure no strikes can come around and hit the back of the head. And this is nice and tight and this is nice and stable. You don't want this off and then you can get smacked on your own head in case you don't make it inside. We want this, should you not make it, we want this nice and solid and you nicely based out. So at least there you can start moving in, start grappling wherever you need to do from there. You know, you've got that constant move from here, or you'll go tactile. So from there you'll have to index the target. So here, if I go in, I'm going to keep this cover motion. I don't have to see the head, but once I feel there's no more strikes coming, I can then eyes back of the head and I can grip without have to physically see the head. I don't want to go cover and then look. Okay, from there I want to make sure from here, I'm doing something until I'm safe that I can start my strikes. And I've also got to think about other people striking. So if I've gone one here from here and then I'm doing my strikes, whatever that is, I want to think about getting offline, using and seeing if there was anybody else here from there in case there's somebody trying to smack me on the back of the head just as I'm dealing with somebody in the front. And that has been our basic spear elbow. Thank you.